You know what they say, there's no such thing as a free lunch. Well, in this case, we don't have a free lunch, but we do have a free car. So welcome to the channel. This is my 1991 Volkswagen Jetta GL diesel. I was gifted this car by a family member for the low price of having it shipped to me. And I'm going to do a full mechanical restoration on it. It needs some work. It's been sitting for a while, but it's in good enough condition that I think it's worth saving, and I'm going to try and make a daily driver out of it. This is my first time working on a Volkswagen diesel. I've worked on a lot of Mercedes diesels, so sit tight and enjoy the show. So here she is. This is a 91 Volkswagen Jetta GL. It's a 1.6 naturally aspirated diesel. Later in 91 they got the eco diesel that had a turbocharger on it, but this guy only makes about 54 horsepower total, which is not a whole lot, but the car weighs just under 2,100 pounds, so it's actually pretty quick getting off the line. The tires, I don't even know how old they are, but they're completely dry rotted. I mean, they're cracked completely through, so those are going to need to be replaced. I can't seem to get the back doors to open from the outside, so we'll have to address that. But yeah, there's some, cosmetic issues. Looks like maybe something fell on here, a tree. Same with the front hood. Looks like something got bumped into, or I'm not sure. But the whole hood is, completely gone of clear coat. Other than that, all the trim is basically here. There's a little beauty mark in the back. The trunk also is suffering the same problem as the hood. Same with the roof of the car. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do paint-wise. I always wanted to try the Rust-Oleum paint job. So maybe that'd be a good candidate for these surfaces here. The car does start pretty easily. I've noticed recently it's a little bit harder than it was when I first got it, but once it starts, I mean, it runs great. The interior of the car is in really good shape. I mean, it's all cloth interior. Dashboard has some cracks. The radio doesn't work. The AC actually does sort of work. The condenser, I believe, is plugged because the high and low pressures are extremely high on each side, so I don't think we're getting constant flow through. But for the couple seconds that it does work, the compressor does kick on, and we do get cold air in the vents. So again, with the AC, get air. Hear the fan kicking on, and it is cold air. It's coming out. It's actually one of the first things I did here, which I don't know if it was a good idea or not, is I added a catch can to the car. So there's a okay amount of blow-by coming from the engine. I'm going to see through this series of videos if we can resolve that somehow without taking the motor apart. It does have 250,000 miles on it, so I'm not totally surprised. But I added this because I was told that on the highway it tends to run away, and what that means to me is that it's basically ingesting its own blow-by gases and running off of them. It is diesel, so it will actually run off its own gases. If you have enough blow-by, it'll run forever and it'll run away, which is not good. So yeah, stay tuned. It's going to be a fun series trying to get this thing mechanically sorted out again. It seems like it's a pretty simple car, but I'm going to be learning on this. I've never worked on a Mark II Volkswagen. It'll be a learning experience for me. I appreciate all the comments and feedback down below, and thank you for watching.